What is up, y'all? This is Nightmare Baller One, Markeem, Nightmare Comics One. I am running on fumes. um, Evolution Championship Series was this weekend. I was in Las Vegas to celebrate the hub of fighting games where we all come together and we all rejoice about the year. We all get involved in the biggest tournaments for our individual communities respectfully. I had an amazing fucking weekend. Other than how it ended, and I'm kind of depressed. So when I was leaving my hotel room, funny story. Well, not funny at all. Props to one of my boys though. He's a good dude because he definitely saved my life. When I left, I left the weapon that I bought when I was out there. I bought a new Canva Obsidian 2, and I actually left it in the hotel room. And one of my boys who I was bunking with, in the kindness of his own heart, was like, "Hey, Markeem, I will take this and I will mail it to you when I get home." So awesome. Like because I bought my dragon out there, which is a huge fucking stick. It's in the other room. I bought my dragon out there, and I was carrying that around the whole weekend. And then I was like, oh, Canva got a sale where they had the Obsidian, the Titan. I'm gonna get to why y'all here, but I'm just they had the Obsidian, the Titan, and the drone all on sale for $50 off. So I was like, I gotta get this Obsidian. Also, I met a lot of people that I played online for years and years and years and years. Like some people I've never actually interacted with. That was kind of awesome. I met Zenaz Ichimanji. That chick is crazy. funny person. Really, really cool. A lot of cool stuff. I found out why Arslan Ash is greatness. Like pretty much he is to me, I know a lot of people say, well, you know, playing video games is not a sport. Like it's not nothing athletic, and I guess in a way you're right. But to say that someone like Arslan Ash isn't skilled is kind of crazy. He has a skill that you cannot train, that you cannot teach. His reactions, knowing situations, the way he studies. I don't care how long you practice, I don't care how long you train. You're just never gonna be the God-given like Tekken player that he is. And what makes him so great is there was these suites set up all around, like the different, the different fucking rooms everybody had, and what he was doing, he was just going from suite to suite to suite Friday night after pools was over for Tekken and just playing. Like he never stopped all weekend. He never stopped playing. It was wild because like a lot of my boys were out there for Tekken. It was a group of about 20 of us. I bunked with 5 people. We had like 4 different rooms. Mixed results on that. Mixed results, but just he came to one of my boys' rooms just to play them, just to learn, like, cause they went out there and my homie is he mains fucking Fang, and then I got another homie who mains Jun, and I got another homie, he mains what's it called, law and just all that stuff. And he just wanted to be out there and just learn, like, just the way different people play in different matchups, because he saw it as an opportunity. He knew he's the best in the world at Tekken, like, you know what I mean? And it's just little old us from South Carolina, North Carolina, Florida, Georgia, respectively. You know what I mean? And this dude comes all the way from the fucking Middle East, and he's like, look, these dudes play a different style. I want to see how they play. And that's just what he was doing. He was going from suite to suite to suite, just playing all fuck like he was like they were up like I didn't stay up with these fools on Friday. All they were up to like 3, 4 in the morning just playing fucking Tekken. You know what I mean? And he was just doing that, knowing that the next day he had to play some more. And then this motherfucker turned in one of the most dominant performances in the history of the tournament, winning a what was it, a fourth Evo title? Is that a fourth one now? Like he's unfucking beatable. You know what I'm saying? Just everything was just incredible, man. Just incredible fucking weekend. Then a black eye on everything I did was WWE SummerSlam. Everything around WWE SummerSlam. One of the most fun weekends of my life. And WWE SummerSlam damn near ruined it. Everybody showed their ass this weekend. Everybody involved showed their ass this weekend. Whether you're Triple H, casually dismissing the complicated nature of Vince McMahon, saying that you bring back Brock Lesnar because John Cena wanted me to. You booked the show. Ha and Key King with Donald Trump. And listen to me. Whether you support this man or not, I'm not going to get into the Trump stuff. I think you're insane if you still think that dude's a good person. But whether you support that man or not, the one thing that cannot be denied is that is the most divisive figure maybe on the planet. Whether you love Donald Trump, which I don't understand, or you hate Donald Trump, you know, you know where I stand. I'm going to be honest, you know where I stand. But like, either way, I think even the most staunch Trump supporters can acknowledge that his dude is divisive, right? I think they all can acknowledge it. So you know what I'm saying, doing this fucking appearance at the White House and all this stuff, you know, WWE and TK, pretty much TKO, showing their asses and showing that they really don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? And then you parade Brock Lesnar out there because John Cena wanted me to. Brock Lesnar was named 44 times in a Janelle Grant lawsuit. I've seen some people go, well, he didn't do anything illegal. I don't think he met the lady, blah, blah, blah. Let's say all you motherfuckers are right. Let's say all you motherfuckers are right? Let's say you're all right. How is it to anybody that is not, hey man, maybe we shouldn't do this? Because this dude has been wrapped up in some very unsavory things. You know what I mean? It's some very unsavory things. Like, maybe we shouldn't have this dude on the show. Maybe, how does that not cross your mind at all? Whether you think he's completely innocent or completely guilty, having him on that show is not the smartest thing in the world now, is it? You know what I mean? My whole thing is, though, I'm not mad at anyone that goes, hey, I like the WWE. I just want to watch pro wrestling. I like Brock Lesnar. I'm a fan of Brock Lesnar. I don't really care about what these people do outside of pro wrestling. I never begrudge people for being art from artists. I never begrudge people. Look, man, Michael Jackson, say what you want about him, whether you think that shit happened or not. I think there's a good chance he still had an inappropriate relationship with children. Whether he molested them or not, it still was fucking weird. But Bad is one of my favorite albums of all time. My favorite actor of all time is Kevin Spacey. I don't have to explain why that is complicated, right? But the thing is, I don't expect anything from these entertainers at all. And I don't begrudge anybody that approaches entertainment the same way I do. Where I just take these things that these people do to entertain me, and I don't give a fuck about the other stuff. I don't begrudge anybody for doing that at all. I don't look at anyone different or anything like that, because at the end of the day, we're all individuals and we have to do what we have to do to get through our lives. So if you enjoy watching Brock Lesnar wrestle and you go, I don't really care about the other stuff because I don't care about him as a person anyway, I'm not gonna judge you. I'm not. This whole video is not designed for you. It really isn't. It is designed for the media and the performative bullshit that a lot of people decided to pull this fucking weekend. I get to the media. You motherfuckers talking about I'm done with this company. If Brock Lesnar's there, I'm not there. Why didn't you leave when all this stuff came out about Vince McMahon, and then on the SmackDown, after this stuff came out, he came out there and all you motherfuckers gave him a standing ovation. Where were you going then? Because we knew about this shit then. We didn't know the details, but we knew this motherfucker was accused of sexual misconduct, and you motherfuckers stayed then. But now you want to go because it's performative bullshit. It's bullshit. And you spent all this time defending Triple H for his bad ideas. When WrestleMania was trash, you blamed The Rock. You know what I mean? The John Cena heel turn didn't work out. It's Cena's fault. It's everybody else's fault for what goes on creatively. How about the man that books the show? How about that? And now y'all want to get mad at him for Brock Lesnar? There's so much shit he did before, during, and he will do after, because Triple H is not a good person. Period. And you motherfuckers pretended like he was since he took over for Vince. You pretended like he was. He's never been a good person. He played politics when he was a wrestler. He just bought back Brock Lesnar. He's a fucking racist. This motherfucker's not a good person. He is not a good person. And all you motherfuckers just performative bullshit. You're all gonna be back by Survivor Series. Not even that long. You're all gonna be back. Because you're not really that mad. If you were that mad, you wouldn't have watched when they paraded Vince McMahon out there. After all that shit happened. Literally, it was like less than a week later, this motherfucker was on SmackDown and motherfuckers in the crowd bowing to him. And you all stayed. You're liars. All of you are fucking liars. You all stayed. So I don't want to hear if Brock Lesnar is there, I'm not there. You're a fucking liar. It's that simple. I could not believe just the bullshit I was seeing. You motherfuckers just lying because social media shamed you motherfuckers for watching this shit. All you motherfuckers that are diehard WWE fans that are talking about you're gone now, fuck off. Fuck you, because you're lying. If you want to keep watching, I respect that. If you go, hey, just like I said earlier, I like this company. I grew up liking Brock Lesnar. I like watching him wrestle. I don't care about anything he does outside of this ring because I am only here for what he does in this ring. Midnight in Paris is a good movie. Woody Allen's a piece of shit. Midnight in Paris is a good movie. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that. Look, that's two things can be true at the same time. And if you're one of those people that can reconcile that, then this is not for you. This is not for you. But the motherfuckers, all you motherfuckers talking about, now you're going. Oh, now you're going. Not the years of fucking racism this company has put on display. Not the pedestal they put Vince McMahon on. Not all the weird and heinous shit during the Attitude Era. Not Chris Benoit. Not any of this stuff. No. This is the thing that makes you go, don't want to watch this anymore. Really? This is the straw that brought the camel's back? Really? With the WWE? With this company? Alright, man. You're liars. And then you got the wrestling media. These spineless, gutless, fucking pieces of shit. What's the dude, what's his name? Stephen Fall? That had the nerve to put that tweet. That his name, Steve, whatever the fuck his name is, had the nerve to put out that tweet talking about these press conferences were tough on us. Because now we meet all these superstars that we liked for years and years and years. And it's hard asking them uncomfortable questions. So cut us a bit of a break. Really? Don't call yourself journalists. Don't call yourself media. You're just a bunch of fans with access, bro. You're just a bunch of fans with access. You are not to be taken seriously. You are not to be taken seriously. And all you motherfuckers that feel a certain way about that, you proved it this weekend. Raj Giri. Oh, my buddy Raj Giri had the nerve to defend Brock Lesnar, going, hey, he never did anything illegal. He never did anything illegal. Hey, you want to know somebody else who was never proven to do anything illegal? But Raj Giri had a field day when that weekend happened with all of him and everything that he was talking about, how we need to attack this person and we need to find out the truth and blah, blah, blah. You know who else? Who else never, you know what I'm saying, was never actually proven to have done anything? Chris Jericho. And you know, one of the loudest voices about finding out the truth about this possible predator, Chris Jericho, it was Raj fucking Giri. Ironic, isn't it? Ironic. That son of a bitch. That's another one on my list. That son of a bitch. All you niggas act like the WWE owe you something. Act like you're scared to get your access. No, they need you motherfuckers. They need you motherfuckers for the spin. So have a bit of a spine and call this shit as disgusting as it is. Because as I said, if you are a fan that just wants to watch the WWE and you like Brock Lesnar and all that stuff, okay, fine. But you also have to acknowledge the disgusting fact that they feel comfortable bringing him back. You have to acknowledge both. You can still watch, but acknowledge the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? Like Dr. Dre, one of my favorite producers of all time, woman beater. Woman beater. Woman fucking beater. The Chronic is one of the greatest albums of all time. It's the same. You can do that. It's fine. I'm not going to blame you for it. But acknowledge what it is, man. Let's stop doing this, bro. Listen, like the wrestling media fucking embarrassed themselves this weekend, bro. Truthfully embarrassed themselves. I didn't watch the show. I don't plan on watching the show. I know we'll probably talk about it a little bit next Tuesday. I don't want to get on here and babble, but like, bro, I'm tired of the hypocrisy, man. I'm tired of the hypocrisy. You motherfuckers y'all mad because it's trendy to be mad right now. You motherfuckers aren't actually mad, bro. Pro wrestling is disgusting. If you are a pro wrestling fan, you know this shit is disgusting. So to an extent, we are all complicit because we like this shit. They were talking about in the Discord earlier, right before I got on here, about the British pro wrestling scene, right? And about how like all these predators got outed, right? But like a lot of these people that didn't get outed, they were oddly silent. You know what I mean? Like Zack Sabre Jr., I got nothing bad to say about him. It is what it is. But he wasn't quick to come out and be like, hey, these motherfuckers are sick. Walter Gunther, who y'all love, he wasn't quick to come out and be like, yo, these motherfuckers are sick. Will Ospreay, who I think may be the best wrestler on the planet, has been in the middle of quite a few controversies. One this weekend, although I feel like I believe him when he said he didn't know that's Rob Feinstein, because honestly, Rob Feinstein's been so out of the public eye, and there's a good chance that like you might not even know what that dude looks like in general. You know what I mean? Because he's a sleazeball that moves in silence. You know what I mean? I believe him when he says that, especially if you look at like on the internet, on social media. I don't know the guy's name, but there were people at that event that pretty much have corroborated that like, hey, he was in line, he paid for a picture. A lot of people at that event didn't even know who he was either, and they just took pictures behind him. You know what I mean? So, you know, I believe Will in that case. But Will is not fucking, you know, blameless here. I don't want to get into Pollyanna stuff because, again, that story could go so many different ways, so many different levels. People just assumed he was guilty, assumed he wasn't. The bottom line is, though, he really hadn't said much about how gross the British pro wrestling scene was. He really didn't. You know what I mean? One of his greatest rivals is Jimmy Havoc, and we see how disgusting that motherfucker is. And when all that stuff came out, Will Ospreay just got quiet. He didn't say anything or anything. He just didn't say nothing. You know what I mean? So all these motherfuckers, you know what I mean, in some sort of way are complicit because pro wrestling is gross. Pro wrestling is gross. I am a fan of this gross thing. You know what I mean? But one thing I'm not gonna do is I'm not gonna fucking lie and be inconsistent. I don't watch the WWE because it sucks and it's also evil. Both of those things together. Like, because I don't enjoy it and it's also evil. You know what I mean? It's also the most evil company. That's what makes them the worst. They are the most evil company. You know what I mean? So for all you people that got mad about Brock Lesnar, you know what I mean? You still been watching the most evil company on the planet. It's the most evil pro wrestling company on the planet. They in the history of the WWE, major violent crime, sexual assault, theft, racism, every fucking horrible crime you could think of somehow is connected to the history of the WWE, with the exception of maybe cannibalism. Cannibalism and mass genocide. That's pretty much it. Everything else is connected to the WWE. And again, I don't blame you if you go, I still like this. But that's what it is. If Brock Lesnar coming out there is now the reason why you're like, this is too much, suck my dick. Suck my dick. Every last bit of it. Suck my dick. That being said, though, Evo was incredible. I just want to end this on a positive note. If you like fighting games in any way, not even fighting games, if you respect the history of gaming and you respect pretty much story and people overcoming the odds and people learning and things like that. Like, I saw one of my best friends in the world become one of the 24 best Killer Instinct players on the planet. I saw a boy that I've been playing online games with since he was 8 years old make the top 8 in Killer Instinct. You know what I mean? I saw the sheer dominance of Japan in Virtua Fighter. You know what I mean? It's really like, it puts into perspective when you take something serious and you see it at the highest level. And that's what I always take from that tournament. You know what I mean? Like, the Guilty Gear Strive final is like, it is such precision and defense and learning matchups and knowing data that you damn near got to be a superhuman to process as much as you do at one time to be great at that game. You know what I mean? You gain a new respect for everybody out there once you experience it. But yeah, I'm out, y'all.